Syracuse. Here's the problem with Syracuse, see, because they said that the Virginia guy played in the game. So Syracuse, if you're on the bubble, they don't put you in because
They're probably like Tracy right on out here.
They might. Well, you got to think they might be like, well, let's just put another team in over Syracuse. Nine wins.
Oh my God! This is going to be the hardest goodbye I've ever seen. I've ever had.
And every time you think you got it bad. Oh man!
You better stop complaining about life, y'all.
Oh my gosh!
Steve, 9 and 17. Steve, what's my birthday? 9/17. I love being alive.
Let's give a quick shout out here, everybody. Richmond.
That's a big time shout out to the Spiders.
Kansas.
Big time shout out to the Jayhawks.
Georgia Tech.
Big time shout out to the Yellow Jackets.
Notre Dame.
Big time shout out to the Fighting Irish.
UNC.
Shout out to those good old Tar Heels.
The Louisville Cardinals.
All we do is win.
Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Auburn.
I don't know what to do with them.
Georgia.
Georgia.
Alabama again.
Roll Tide.
Missouri.
I don't know what to do with them.
Tennessee. Arkansas.
Good old Rocky Top.
Florida. Mississippi. Mississippi State.
Oh
my God.
Oh,
as aggravated as we are.
I want this season to go on forever.
It sucks to be y'all, man.
Oh, 1929.
Oh my gosh.
You don't bring in Louisville to your misery. Indiana is not this miserable. Trust me.
The worst team they've ever had.
Steve, did they think they were going to make an SEC tournament run?
They did. They got 40 minutes in it.
And they called me delusional. I was delusional for thinking Lamar Jackson could win a Heisman Trophy. I was delusional because I thought College Game Day could be on a Louisville campus. I never thought Kentucky could have a 9-win season.
They cussed their coach out on the floor.
They walk past coaches and walk straight to the locker room like they're in the league.
One last shout out to KP. Kenny Payne, baby.
Woo! Happy KCD Kentucky Choke Day, people.
KCD, enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Oh, thank God for 93.9 The Ville.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. We are so blessed. We are so blessed, people. Woo! Congratulations, Western Kentucky.
Congrats, Western. Congrats, Patino.
Yes, congratulations, Coach B.
Golly. Oh, appreciate that, Brian. Jeez. Almost threw me off. I was like, we get KCD already? It's only the 12th. Usually KCD is a Monday.
Steve, for the rest of my life, when I think 9/17. Hello, Mr. Maven. We just need a couple of pieces of information on you. Start off with your birthday, please. Yes, that'll be 9/17. I'm sorry. What's funny? No, you said 9/17.
Oh, gosh,
yeah,
man.
no, yes, 9/17.
Yeah. Something wrong? This way?
Oh, no, it's 9/17.
Gosh, man.
Oh, my God. Right up on front. Let's get to these phone lines. 8150-93.9. The reason I'm opening these phone lines is because I want to know some people share the same energy as me and Steve and Brian Hall, or Steve, Brian Hall, and myself. Put it back. Let me catch my breath and go to the phone lines. 8150-93.9, 3831-93.9 is the text line, and join us on the YouTube channel, which is made for the UK Vince. Thanks for joining us on 93.9 The Ville. Fire away, my man. What wonderful.
Humbled and embarrassed.
That was big of
That was big of you.
That was big.
That was big of you, Vince.
That was big of you, Vince.
I appreciate the call. Sorry, YouTubers that couldn't hear that. Oh my goodness.
Listen, that was very big of Vince to call in and do that. Right. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. Look, it's another thing where you realize, look, Kentucky, and here's the thing. Kentucky, John Calipari bragged about it yesterday. They had no COVID pauses other than when they ducked Texas. And but outside of that, they had no COVID pauses. You know, it's one of those things where you go, okay. I guess the Terrence Clark injury, I guess we'll say, okay. I don't know what actually happened there, but we'll say, okay, all right. They didn't have Terrence Clark. And because if I was going to say that Malik, then okay, that's fine. And they won 9 games. Louisville dealt with the COVID pauses. Louisville dealt with their captain being taken out. It's still going to be in the tournament. It's so, and we're angry about a low seed, and that's fair. I'm okay with that.
Right.
But it's like, imagine if we would have been able to play a season with non-scathed, like that.
It would have been a better season.
Yeah.
Harry, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Hey, Marcus, man, I just appreciate y'all starting the show like y'all did. I've been in the dumps for the last couple of days. I know we're going to the tournament, but it's been a rough season. But that just woke me up. I'm on my way to work, and that just woke me up and just got me going for the day, man. I mean, I know we're going to be a low seed. I still think that the boys can get their things together. I still think we got a decent team, man. But that just really, really made my day. And I just wanted to call and tell you and Steve, thank y'all so much, man, because I've been in the dumps, man. But I appreciate y'all. As a Louisville fan, I appreciate y'all because that made my day. That made my day.
I appreciate you calling in and acknowledging it. And the YouTubers, I'm sorry that I didn't have the song coming through loud and clear. But you can always go back. It's the moment the show ends, Brian Hall does post the podcast.
Yeah, no, Brian's clutch. Yeah, Brian's clutch, man. So that's kind of where you're at, man.
Can we lift the ban on talking about UK? Is that fair?
Oh yeah, I mean,
because
what do you want to talk about?
Because Steve, from the moment that game ended, I've watched Gregory Hines level tap dancing around this UK thing. So there's Steve. I want to know what threat is going on that we don't know about. Has everybody been threatened except for us in the world?
Maybe.
I mean, the traffic on Twitter. But Louisville, but coach, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna panic? You're gonna panic? Everybody's mad. Coach back. Kentucky just won 9 games with no COVID pauses.
None.
Oh, Coach Calipari's answer was 4 minutes.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah, Coach Mack, fans gotta be close, pretty close to the hot seat. You gotta be right with the style of play.
Yeah.
Steve, leading up to the beginning of the show, you want to know what I did? I went on the intranet, and when you type in Kentucky basketball schedule, sometimes they have these little thumbnails. These thumbnails are about 2-minute highlights of what happened.
Yeah.
I encourage people to hit these thumbnails. I watched Georgia Tech, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Moses Wright obliterate Kentucky.
Yeah.
Brian Hall, this is what I want you to do.
Plumber Chuck said we forgot the Texas game. Should have been 9 and 18 if they got that game.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. I was like, yeah, they
Go ahead.
Brian Hall,
ducking them.
Can you find? No, I want you that that video I showed you, the 2-minute clip. Can you
Georgia
go?
Tech?
Yeah, Georgia Tech versus Kentucky.
Yeah.
I want you to get that second play of Moses Wright over Olivier Sarr.
Would you search for that?
Kentucky basketball schedule. And I just want about a 10-second clip of that play.
In the meantime, we're over here talking about Louisville becoming DePaul. Hey, listen. While that comment was made, while Kentucky was getting busted.
I'm talking about a cloud, while currently having the number 5 recruiting class in the United States of America. Penalties. That means that the number 5 class in the United States of America is saying, I don't care. I'm going to Louisville.
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting a collection of guys who are ranked as the top 5? Listen, Steve, the top 5, the number 5 assembly of basketball players in the entire country, Steve, and saying this is the 5th best ensemble in the entire United States of America. They all know, I swear, geez, and if they listen to local radio around here, they all know Louisville's facing a 6-year postseason ban.
Yeah.
And that ensemble, Steve, that collection of young men say, yeah, I don't care. I'm going to Louisville.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coach Mack, don't worry about it. I got you. But son, I'm worried about your mental. Are you still confident, Coach? We're good. I mean, when reports come out that we choose to go to IARP route, does that not bother you a little bit? And I want to play for Louisville.
Yeah.
A team. There's kids in Carolina right now they want this season to be over with so bad so they can pack up their bags, Steve. They might not even bring a bag. Just, where's my plane ticket?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be in Denny Crum Hall in pretty soon.
Sure.
With a bridge that connects to my practice center.
Yeah.
That if I wake up in the middle of the night, if I wake up at 3 a.m, I can literally put my shoes on, go to the restroom, grab my basketball while I'm still in my boxer shorts.
Yes.
I think I got what you want.
And go play basketball until I can go back to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So I got the 2 plays back to back that I think you want.
Go ahead.
Back here, Kentucky 5, Georgia Tech 4. Neither team is shot well. Interior passing, that works well. They're tracking the number today again. That's hard to win on the road. Good matchup here, right? And backing inside. Jump and the foul.
That's the guy game shut down.
Brian, can you play that? Wait, no, go ahead. Take that phone call, Brian. Oh, did they hang up?
No.
Brian, you have to play that second sound again. That's the guy that Gabe shut down, and he's playing against the Kentucky Wildcats, Steve.
Tracking the number today again. That's hard to win on the road. Good matchup here, right? And backing inside. Jump gets it and the foul. Kentucky's second.
Steve, did you hear the passion and conviction and bully nature of that?
If they had played in the ACC, man.
Oh my God, they were 0-4, Steve.
If they played in the ACC, they might have been 5. They might have been a 5-win team, dude. If that.
Sal, thanks for joining us on 93.9 Fire Away.
Hey guys, how y'all doing today?
Great, obviously.
Hey, listen, I'm a big Card fan from down in the western part of the state, and I've traveled to all the big events we've had over the last few years. And hey, I enjoy listening to you guys. Marcus, I know you're from Clarksville. It's not far from me. But man, I don't understand why you guys are spending all this time talking about Kentucky when we're right on the edge of the cliff looking over. You know, our football was terrible. Our football was terrible. Our basketball was
Who sent
better.
you, Sal?
Right.
We got the
Who sent
biggest
you?
bus. We got the biggest bus in the history.
Who do you work for, Sal?
You picked this out by a mile.
Right. Listen, Steve, the reason I squinted, I appreciate that call, Sal. The reason I squinted at the TV.
You say he was a Louisville fan?
It was Brian.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, your verbiage. We got the biggest bus. We're terrible. Our football is terrible.
Even you're looking over the cliff. I've heard that somewhere locally as well.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, Sal.
Good try, though.
When I saw the name Sal written on the screen, I really had to go squint to make sure I was reading that right, Steve. I mean, I squint anyway, but I'm like, okay, Sal.
It's a good try, though.
Why are you spending all this time on Kentucky?
Yeah.
That's what Twitter has allowed you to do, Steve.
Yeah.
Sal told on himself there.
He
Yeah.
totally told him.
Totally.
He totally told him.
Yeah. Good try, though.
I don't know why we're spending all this time talking about Kentucky when we're looking run.
Yeah.
No, Sal, we're not. And we got the number 5 recruiting class in the nation coming in.
Yeah.
Steve, do you know how hard it is to be number 1 in anything in the United States of America?
Sure.
Within the last 15 months, our basketball team was number 1 in America. We got the number 1 grad transfer in the United States of America, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, we're going to have the number 1 junior college player in the United States of America, and he's going to have 3 years of eligibility. Sal.
Good try, Sal.
Goodness gracious.
You started out by saying I'm down in the country. I'm a big Louisville fan. I'm like, man, there's no Louisville fans out in the country.
Thanks for joining
everybody
us
bleeds blue
on
outside of Louisville.
93.9. Fire away.
Look, I'm from the urban area of Louisville. Look, Marcus, after that call, why don't you have one of your vodka, your $20 vodka thingies? You'll have them next year. Don't worry about it. And hopefully I'll be able to go to the game and I'll be able to buy you a drink.
Absolutely. D, what's going on?
Hey, look, fellas, I haven't called in. Look, will be great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to this year. I would really like to be the first team to ever win a national championship, being the last 4 in. But, I'm also a realist, and, it's going to be very hard. But at the same time, look, if some people get some COVID, we might just walk right on through. So, hey, we have a little bit of options. We stay healthy and everybody else, gets sick. We'll be just fine. But,
D,
hey, all in all,
go ahead.
No, you go ahead, maybe, and I'll play off you first.
I was just gonna say, did you hear the news? Virginia's actually out.
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you knew that.
Yes, I did. And I'm thank goodness that Dukes was a walk-on. So, we're not in that trace, the COVID trace protocol.
Yep, contact trace.
I just want our guys stay home. Just stay home. Don't go anywhere. Okay? Look, they're going to put you in. You stay home, do what you're supposed to do. And other guys, because they're all happy and everything like that, they're going to go to parties and they're going to get sick. And, we might get a couple of, forfeits here and there, and, we might find ourselves in the Final Four. And that's all I got. I am very interested in seeing how this tournament's going to go.
Me too.
And I wonder if there's going to be an over-under of how many forfeits will be in the tournament.
Listen, D, I appreciate the call. Actually, the protocol for the NCAA will be a little bit different than what we have, in this situation. So it won't be like mass teams dropping out like that here. You would have to have a full spread, and the protocols really won't allow for full team-wide spreading.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of that once they get in the tournament. I mean, that is a conversation today. I will say that obviously now with Virginia being out, there's definitely, the closer you get, the more nervous I think teams get. We had the conversation before the show. I talked to my buddy who's over in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually in Tennessee, but he's a North Carolina fan. he said, I mean, in his mind this morning is he's like, dude, we beat Virginia Tech last night. We're in. I don't think we should play.
Right.
Like, I mean, so it does make you wonder if that will happen over the next few hours.
And again, by Duke, by discovering that Duke was not inside the bubble like all the other teams, you can literally blame Duke, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
You let Duke go home and sleep in their own beds and go back to the dormitories where the football team had a shutdown, and you let them travel back and forth.
Well,
so,
they stayed in a hotel. They were staying in their, you know, most teams go to a hotel or whatever. They were staying in the hotel they stayed at all year.
Do they, Steve?
When you're a Division I player.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so you go to hotel.
That would be so awesome if, like, you stayed in a hotel the night before
like
a
over
game.
by Freedom Hall.
Yeah, like Executive West or something. I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah. But they stayed
Clean
in
me up there,
their team hotel. Yeah, so they weren't going back there, but still, the fact they were traveling back and forth, and then they are the first one, and then I mean, now if you're Syracuse, Virginia report is that the player played.
Mm-hmm.
So now if you're Syracuse, you're going, and Syracuse is already on the bubble, but you got to think if they're on the bubble and there's a chance you could have it, you know, I mean, do they not put you in, you know, or is that a reason to leave you out?
Yeah, would you put them in over Louisville?
Yeah,
with them in contact.
I don't think they're quite
in the same.
Close to each other.
Right.
Louisville is an 11 seed in the last 4 buys. Syracuse is like the first 4 out or last 4
They're trying to fight
at
in
the bottom. Yeah, so it's but yeah, I mean, it definitely makes you go, ooh, like so. I mean, and that was another thing too. Speaking of that, I mean, and we'll do well, actually, you know what, in this after the break, I know people want to know, so some bracketologies have been updated, and we'll have a little conversation about some games, you know, and different stuff that happened yesterday and some games today that if you were worried about not making the tournament, yesterday was a good day.
It was a wonderful day. We'll take that commercial break. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus, baby, on 939 DeVille.
Okay, so you met the love of your life. She's dropped all the hints, and you're totally committed. Now what? Come to Shane Company and get the ring. You gotta experience a visit to Shane Company. Get to the store or go online and see what it's all about. You won't believe all our ring settings. Those halo rings she's been liking on Instagram? Yeah, we got those. Classic solitaire rings? We've got those too. Whatever it is she loves in every price range, it's here. Not really sure? We'll help you figure it out. With our huge assortment of always natural, always ethically sourced diamonds, rubies, and sapphires, you'll have tons of options to create a ring that's so her. Our non-commissioned jewelry consultants will help you get an awesome ring that fits your budget, whether you come into the store or go online. You can even book an in-store or virtual appointment. We'll make sure her engagement ring is perfect. And the proposal? Well, that's where you get to shine.
Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and shaneco.com.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
It's Kentucky Fish and Wildlife's presentation of Championship Week as the madness is finally here. And again this year, ESPN Louisville will feature the biggest conference championship matchups, including live play-by-play of the ACC, SEC, Big 12, Big 10, Pac-12, Big East, and much more. Our next broadcast is tonight as we'll join Big East quarterfinal action at 7 o'clock on ESPN 680 and 105.7. And immediately after Louisville baseball, you'll hear the ACC semifinals around 9 p.m. on 93.9 The Ville. Championship Week on ESPN Louisville is also presented by SueDistractedDriver.com, U of L Health, and UPS Jobs.
Cheers to you, girl. I know you're excited about the new job.
Oh, thanks so much.
Hey, is that my engagement ring you're wearing?
Don't be silly. Oh, wow. They are identical. How did that happen?
Don't tell me. He went to jail.
Yeah, yours too, I guess.
Wow.
Don't make her settle for one of those cookie cutter rings from the big corporate chain jewelry stores. At Genesis Diamonds, you can get her a stunning one-of-a-kind designer ring, one that's as unique as she is. Genesis has over 4,000 handcrafted rings from world-class designers like Tacori, Verragio, Henry Dossi, and others. These are designers that you'll never see in one of those mega corporate stores, but we have them starting at under $1,000. So ladies, don't settle for the ordinary, for a ring that will be yours and yours alone. Make sure he goes to
Genesis Diamonds.
Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza, official jeweler of the Louisville Cardinals and the Kentucky Wildcats.
Love getting prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh? Then shop at Kroger. We give you more ways to save on the fresh you love with tools like the Kroger app, where you can find personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, giving you prices that are lower than the everyday low. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
And now you'll find more ways to save on your favorites. When you download digital coupons, you can use up to 5 times in one transaction. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
We are right in the heart of winter, and if you're not sure your heating system is ready for the final stretch of these cold months, it may be time to call who we call at the station DFH Company. Heating and cooling has been their family business since 1935. Buy a complete train system and receive a free UV light which cleanses the airflow throughout your duct system, plus 18 months special financing. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions, subject to credit approval.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Of a Selection Sunday matters. So ESPN Louisville will be your home for Selection Sunday, featuring the national unveiling of the brackets, followed by our local host breaking down the brackets. On ESPN 680, we will have the ESPN Bracket Show at 6 p.m. And on 93.9 The Ville, we'll have the Westwood One Bracket Show. And then at 7 o'clock on all stations, we'll have a local Selection Sunday breakdown with a lot of your hosts from around the office. We'll be talking about the bracket and potential. And I believe we'll see Louisville's name, and that would be able to break down that. So Selection Sunday on ESPN Louisville is presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, Bear Nose Pizza, and UPSjobs.com.
It's also conference tournament week. ESPN Louisville is your home for Kentucky Fish and Wildlife's coverage of conference tournament. This week will feature live play-by-play of the ACC, SEC. This stuff is getting good right now too. Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12, Big East, and much more. Our next broadcast is today. Big East Tournament, Georgetown versus Seton Hall. It's interesting with Seton Hall. 7 p.m. on ESPN 680, 105.7. UConn versus Creighton. Damian Mintz, old school. 9 p.m. on ESPN 680 and 105.7. Sorry, Steve. I did not mean to throw you off kilter like that. But, okay. you know how I am. You know how I am. Just in the middle of the parking lot. He literally paused. Brian thought he was getting out of the car. He rolled down his window. Doom, 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 doom. And then backed up into the spot. So you're actually staying at the lot.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty.
How did you let me even get that energy out? I will not let him disturb my chi. Steve, you know what happened to me, speaking of chi?
I'm listening.
Just relax for a second, y'all. I got to catch my breath anyway. Steve, Brian, this is what happened to me. I woke up from my nap, right? Kentucky's already got busted. So you know what? I'm going to grab me a little champagne. Everybody knows I enjoy my vodkas, but I'm going to have me a little champagne tonight. I don't know why. I just, my night's going decent. My afternoon's going pretty decent. I got to listen to some Kentucky post game that wasn't about Kentucky post basketball. So went to get my champagne. Got a couple items when I went to Kroger. Great store, by the way. So then when we're getting a little closer to time to do my night show, say, you know what really set this evening off? I don't have my champagne flutes, right? It's because I broke them all. So I say, you know what? I'm going to just run over to the dollar store, get my champagne flutes, right? Just my little plastic champagne flutes to enjoy my evening, Brian. So I go to Dollar General.
Because you can get the little plastic.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, Brian, I get over there. Brian, I don't have my bank card.
Oh, no.
I don't have my bank card.
It's only $1.
It's only $1 is what you think, right?
Yeah, $1.06.
I got $2.20 maybe in my little change thing.
Yeah.
So I grabbed my little $2.02 and go in there. And of course, the champagne flute.
That was not surprising.
Right?
Y'all save that story because I want to revisit that because both of you were locked in on that one. So, Brian, the champagne flutes come in tins, and it was like $3.50. Man of luck.
$3.50? What?
Because it's 10 of them.
Everything's $1 at the Dollar Tree.
Listen, it's 10 of them. So I can't afford it. So I got a little party noise maker and left Dollar General, with my $1.06 purchase, right?
Okay.
But the fact that I realized I didn't have my card, so I get home, I end up doing a show, whatever. Can't find my card, right? Dawns on me, like I don't drop stuff out of my pocket very often. So I either left it at the champagne spot or I've dropped it. But it's raining. It's after the show.
You don't want to go look.
Listen, and I've had a cocktail or some champagne, so I can't drive
so
anywhere.
Ready to just lay on the couch.
Yeah, I'm done going. But I say, you know what? I'm gonna get up in the morning. Because listen, when it rains, I thought about this. When it rains, people are much less likely to pick anything up off the ground. So So I enjoy my evening and all that good stuff. I wake up early in the morning, hop in the car in the rain. Look, I'm still in my shorts, just threw on my shoes, little t-shirt on. I pull up right to my spot. My bank card's sitting right there on the ground.
Man, you lucked out on that one.
Right. So I didn't even have to get out the car, Brian. I just pulled up, opened the door, reached down, wiped off my little nice card, and I was on my way back home.
It was like nothing ever happened.
Nothing ever happened, just to catch a couple of Z's. And I'm like, this is great. Also, Brian, a little thing that happened last night. Actually, you know what? We'll save that part. I want to know what you guys were checking out.
We can't. I have to tell you off air.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so Steve, some events happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Around us.
Sure.
National. Because this is the time we start worrying about what everybody else is doing as well as what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Let the people know what happened.
Because again, I don't want to. I've been pretty clear about this. I don't want to be in the first four. I mean, and there's a very while I keep saying like, no, we're in the field.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very real possibility we're in the first four.
Right. But bless you. I'll do the loser. Say it out loud so you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
When Mitch Barnhart is the chairman of the NCAA selection committee, Steve,
it does make you wonder. Yeah.
And you have a chance to do a couple last second switcheroos.
Yeah.
You'll never convince me that we didn't get a last second switcheroo to have to play Little Rick in Mac's first year in the tournament.
Right.
In the very first game of the entire NCAA tournament. You would never, for every single second for the rest of my existence on this earth, Steve.
Yeah.
To have the new coach first tournament game facing the son of the fired coach.
Yeah.
In the very first game, as far away from Kentucky as humanly possible.
I know.
All of my years forever. You can literally show me the video footage of how the decision was made, and I'll say that's not true.
Yeah.
Somebody got that moved for a matchup reason only. A narrative matchup. That's how you start an NCAA tournament, with a story like that.
Yeah.
Longtime Hall of Fame coach's son takes on the new. That wasn't random luck, Steve.
Right. No,
it wasn't. Okay. I don't want to be in the first four in, but I'm telling you, that'll be another one that, just like our resume doesn't say first or playing game.
Yeah.
But if it happens, I'm just going to say, whatever.
Yeah. You just got to deal with it and you got to win. Teams around you yesterday, UCLA lost, Michigan State lost, Syracuse lost. Boise State lost.
And these are all teams that needed a run. They needed games.
St. John's lost.
They needed games to jump us.
And St. John's, Seton Hall won, but you beat Seton Hall this year, and they beat St. John's. So that was one. Today, Colorado State and Utah State both play. They play each other. They're in the last four in right now. So they're going to play.
So one of them's going to be out.
Yeah, they're going to play each other. So it's and there's a few other games. Ole Miss, you probably want to root for LSU to beat them tonight, just so they don't steal a bid. They're in the first four out. There's a couple bid stealers out there,
right?
But the only thing is, for me, a lot of the bid stealers may take a first four spot, which actually may not be the worst thing for us. So yeah, I mean, it's just it's one of those things where yesterday, pretty much every game you wanted to go your way went your way. I mean, not everyone. There were a couple.
If you said 80% of the games went your way, means only 2 out of out of the entire 10 were bad results.
So let me give you a little bit of a CBS, ESPN update, since they're the two most publicized, bracketologies. Right now, CBS has Louisville as an 11 seed in Gonzaga's bracket. The 11 seed playing 6-seeded Missouri with the chance to go on and play 3-seeded Oklahoma State. Now, here's the thing. That second, you look across, and in this bracket, for instance, the 6 in another bracket is Oregon, the 3 is Texas. 6 and 1 is Clemson. The 3 is Arkansas. And another, the 6 is UConn. The 3 is Kansas. So, I mean, you could maybe get a perfect storm there and say, okay, give me a 6-seeded UConn and a 3-seeded Arkansas. And you'd be like, well, I think Louisville could come out of that pod realistically. Like, I'm not predicting it, but, you know, but
yeah, and none of those pods are you like 10-point underdogs or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
so it's in Missouri, even I think is probably the easiest matchup. I mean, Missouri was like a 7 seed in the SEC. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and the SEC is not, I mean, god awful. Like, I mean, they were behind some good teams. So, but I'm just saying they were a 7 seed in their conference, a 6 seed in the NCAA. So, I mean, I would take that. Joe Lunardi right now, who is not the most accurate with his, he is pretty accurate with the teams in. He's not very accurate with where he sees teams. Okay. So, but he has you. I had it pulled up just a second ago, and then it was gone. Okay, he has you 11-seeded Louisville playing 6-seeded Tennessee, 3-seeded Oklahoma State. So I say, I mean, and in his bracket, you've got 6-seeded USC, 3-seeded Kansas, 6-seeded Oregon, 3-seeded Arkansas. See, now that's one where I think Louisville fans would look at and go, yeah, I think we could make it out of that, you know, pod. Like I said, I'm not gonna predict Louisville to make it out of any pod.
Right.
So,
right. When you actually when you're putting your money on it.
Yeah, and the other one, 6-seeded Wisconsin against 3-seeded and not against, and then 3-seeded Texas. Now, the reason why you just want to be in, man, is multiple reasons. For one, what if Grand Canyon beats Oklahoma State, or Colgate beats Kansas? Is that crazy? You know,
this is the year
things like that happen. But Southern Utah and Arkansas. I mean, you know, Morehead State over Texas. Something crazy happens there. Or, and this is just part of the story this year, what if somebody comes up and can't play? And maybe the whole team
player centric.
Yeah. You know, and it's like, and that could happen to Louisville too. I mean, God knows I don't know who else could get it, but I mean,
right.
So the fear is there with you as well. But I mean, it's one of those deals where it's like you get in and hey man, and look, and maybe you go play the 6th seed and get busted.
Right.
You know, I don't know.
Right.
Like that could happen too. And then it's all for nothing. But it's one of those things where if you just get in the field and there's still hope. You know, like
and again, Carleek has not had his best games as of late.
Mm-hmm.
David has not had but here's the problem. I don't bet against those guys as quick as everybody else does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I know what they can physically do. You know, so I'm just like, they're a problem for any team. And again, God knows if they're sitting around listening to local, they're probably practicing like animals right now.
Yeah.
They're probably like really, you know. And again, like Steve, when you lose a month of basketball, right?
Yeah.
And you go out of this, you get out of this this ACC tournament, you still get your practice time to have hard practices.
Yeah.
You feel the desperation and coach, like you can get a lot of stuff. You're getting a lot of time back right now.
Sure.
And you can go full throttle. Coach can coach harder right now.
Absolutely.
After that loss.
Absolutely.
Guys are going to have to play harder right now because guys are fighting for next year's position. Guys you don't want coach to say you need to transfer right now. So they're probably clawing and scratching at each other in these practices. You can do 7 days, 6 or 7 days of practicing, Steve. When you missed a month of your season, if not more, you can sharpen up. You can really sharpen up.
Yeah, and you do play with a little bit of. I mean, we've watched this team play a couple times.
Desperate.
And
We watched them punt early.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, this team, you know, we'll see. We don't know how they're going to handle a tournament, you know, as far as that goes. So we'll see.
Let me jump to the phone line real quick.
Alex,
thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, what's up, guys? Man, you know, I took a little break after the Duke loss for like 2 days, I didn't listen already. I really didn't want to hear the ridiculous things that people were going to say. But I listened to Mark yesterday, and I think what you said, Steve. I called him because of what you said, Marcus, was how hard are the guys practicing right now? Like how hard are the guys like going at it? And that is the response that I'm really, really hoping for. Because Chris Mack said something after the post game, which I didn't listen to because I just couldn't watch them lose that game. I was so heartbroken because I really, really believe in this team. I believe in Chris Mack. I think what he's done with this team is really good. All the obstacles and hurdles that they've had to overcome. But when Chris Mack said that, I have a group of guys that just have to learn it the hard way. Like that was really hard to hear because, I feel like, these guys have been through a lot. Like we're talking about Sam Williamson was here. Like, Malik Williams, obviously he's not playing, but Malik Williams has been here for when he was here, when Rick was here. So it's like I don't understand why. Excuse me, Sam wasn't here for that, but Malik was here for that. So I just really hope that what you said, these guys are going hard, these guys are practicing, and these guys are really taking the opportunity. Because honestly, if they would have beat Duke, played Florida State, and we would have been a 7 seed or an 8 seed, that's not the scenario that I really wanted. I really wanted us to be an 11 seed because we wouldn't have to play the 1 seed so quickly. So they're actually in a very, very good spot to make a good run. And I really hope that these guys don't have to learn it the hard way and don't have to leave on the first weekend, on the first week, because I really hope that they're taking it serious. Like that's my only problem is I don't know why they have to learn it the hard way. Because I have a daughter and she sometimes has to learn things the hard way. But I feel like these guys have been through so much this year that they shouldn't want to take a loss in order to learn what it's like to take a loss. Because they've taken some really bad ones this year. But thank you, guys.
Listen, I appreciate the call. Again, every time you talk about learning the hard way, it goes back to one of the wittiest statements I ever heard when Bozak said, "Yes, they need money. Yes." He was talking about student athletes getting paid. He said, "Yes, they need money." People say, "Oh, they're just going to blow the money." Bozak said, "Yes, they need to get money. They need to blow money to understand."
That's a great point.
That's poor money management. Then they can start the rest of their life knowing, I learning how not to blow $5,000 a semester. So by the time you're a senior, you're like, no, let me do something good with this money.
That's a really good point.
That stuck with me, man.
Because it's like, you like, hey man, this is how it works.
Everybody thinks the same thing. If I could go back and save that last big chunk of money I had, I would have done so much better with it. But you had to learn how to screw up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and play us out. That is funny, man. So we're gonna get into some real basketball talk, some team talk.
Yeah.
I can't help myself. Like I can't help myself to get into the nerdy stuff. Oh, late season.
Well, it's the last.
Steve, congratulations. Your team is in the tournament, or is going to be.
Yeah. Does feel nice.
Y'all better not be doing no last 4 in.
Oh, I don't want the last 4 in. I mean, hey, I'll take it over.
And by the way, stop saying Louisville lost in the first round of the ACC tournament. No, they earned a first round bye in the ACC tournament. There wasn't a play-in.
That's a good point.
So I try to drag us down.
Yeah.
Kentucky and Louisville lost in the first round. No, actually, no.
I guess Kentucky technically got a bye too.
Okay, well, never mind then.
So yeah.
Haha.
Because there's one game before them. So.
Oh, fair enough. But the results still 9-17. Happy birthday, Marcus.
An official.
Middays with Marcus Baby on 9th and Otterville.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Lang. When Matthew McConaughey plays you in a movie, as he did me in 2005's Two for the Money, you have to maintain a certain image. That's hard to do when you're going bald. I needed to do something, and it needed to be done fast. Parsley Waldman's Hair Center came to the rescue. Louisville and the Midwest Premier Hair Treatment Center not only gave me my hair back, but my self-confidence as well. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out how you can start your journey back to a full head of hair today. I can tell you firsthand, from the minute you walk in the door to the time you leave, you are treated as if you were in a 5-star hotel. And now that it's been a year since my surgery, I look back at pictures from a couple years ago. I don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reframed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com. That's hairsurgery.com. And tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
Springtime is filled with special moments. Shane Company has a wonderful selection of fine jewelry to commemorate any occasion. A graduation, first communion, Easter, a new baby, or just to show your love. We have cross necklaces in a range of styles, from simple and understated to more decorative crosses, accented with diamonds, rubies, or sapphires. Pearls are also a classic gift. We have bracelets, necklaces, earrings, and rings made with lustrous cultured pearls in all their natural colors. At Shane Company, we're known for our vibrant sapphires, with over a dozen colors to choose from. How about a pendant necklace with a sapphire in a beautiful spring color, like lavender, peach, or any shade of blue? When you order online, we make it easy to send gifts with fast and free shipping. Your gift will be treasured for a lifetime and will let your loved ones know they're always in your heart.
Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hall. The Sports Center update brought to you by BJ Heating and Cooling. Call the experts you can trust, bjheatcool.com. University of Kentucky men's basketball team season came to a close yesterday as they fell to Mississippi State 74-73 in their first game in the SEC tournament. UK finishes with a record of 9-17 on the year. The Indiana Hoosiers also ended their season yesterday with a Big Ten tournament loss to Rutgers 61-50. Trace Jackson Davis led the way for the Hoosiers with 19 points and 9 rebounds. The Hoosiers finish out the season 12-15. Also yesterday in the Conference USA quarterfinals, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers pulled off an 80-67 win over University of Texas San Antonio. The number 1 seeded Western Kentucky Hilltoppers now move on to the semifinals of the Conference USA tournament, and they'll play UAB today at noon. You can catch that on the CBS Sports Network. Just a reminder that we are your home for all the conference championship coverage over the weekend. Our coverage tomorrow will begin around 11 a.m. with the American East Championship game on our sister station, ESPN 680. Speaking of championship week, there's some new news coming down from the ACC tournament this morning, as Virginia now cannot pass COVID protocols, and they have to be removed from the conference tournament. It is unknown how this will affect their NCAA tournament berth as well. Georgia Tech now moves on to the semifinals. And last but certainly not least, just a reminder that ESPN Louisville is your home for Selection Sunday, with national coverage beginning on all stations at 6 o'clock, and our local host joining at 7 o'clock to break down the brackets. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This is Sports Center.
Hey Cards fans, Zach here from Great Flood Brewing with a friendly reminder that we have a number of carryout options for you this season. Growlers for beer, bottled cocktails to go, and delicious food, as well as a heated patio, are all on offer at our Middletown restaurant. Growlers, cans, and a patio with heaters are available at our Highlands location. Please stop by. We'd love to say hello and can't wait to see you all soon. Call 502-208-0882 to reach your preferred location, or follow us at Great Flood Beer, Great Flood Middletown on social media for updates. Thanks again.
Injured in a car accident? Visit SueDistractedDriver.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
There are jewelry stores, and then there's Genesis Diamonds, the cutting-edge industry leader, the pioneer. It's no secret that jewelry stores across America watch what Genesis is doing. Genesis was the first to offer a free lifetime warranty, the first to offer a 110% diamond upgrade guarantee, the first to offer aggressive long-term zero-interest financing. And Genesis is always on the cutting edge in design and fashion. The styles other jewelers say are new and exciting were new and exciting for us 4 years ago. Genesis has the fashion-forward brands other stores aren't even allowed to carry. It's no wonder you see jewelers from other cities coming to Genesis to see what we're all about, and even buy their wives' jewelry from us. For selection, quality, service, warranties, and guarantees, Genesis leads. Others follow. So for diamonds, engagement rings, exclusive designer jewelry for any occasion, don't compromise. Come to the jeweler that sets the industry standards year after year. Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
really quick. I got this message.
Okay.
This message is from Jonathan Israel.
Okay.
Something to think about. He probably didn't want me to put him out there. If Louisville needs to go through contact tracing and needs to produce 7 straight days of negative testing, would that rule him out of being in that play-in game?
Well, the scary thing there would be what I said about Syracuse. Would they think, well,
if they have to go through contact tracing?
Yeah. Then maybe they say, we're just going to put them out.
But if you contact trace like that, then
that's kind of the thing. Yeah.
You knew a guy that knew a guy that knew a guy.
Yeah, it's like I think we're probably okay.
And I remember just how they were talking. Like I said, and we're on the brink of the NCAA tournament. They have different rules too.
Yeah.
They individual test positive, you're out for the game.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
The tournament rules. So actually, when you think about it, they probably won't be scared of any.
I don't think
anything
so.
coming out here, because if you come here and you test, you're out.
Yeah, I would really be surprised if it affect any of the teams. But I would understand if a North Carolina or a Florida State come out today and was like, we ain't playing. I kind of feel you. Like, especially a Florida State.
Just go out there and shoot all threes from deep.
Yeah, I mean, would anybody, Florida State might have won the championship last year and they got a dang good team this year. Would you be surprised if Florida State was like, we haven't played yet and we're just not going to. We got Carolina, go play Georgia Tech.
We got our conference tournament championship last year.
Yeah.
I won an NCAA championship.
Yeah, well, and Florida State hasn't played in the tournament yet. So I wouldn't be blown away if Florida State, said like, hey, no, we haven't played yet. We're not going to. Like, go ahead, North Carolina, go play Georgia Tech tomorrow night. Let's see who wins it.
Okay, I wanted to do this. I wasn't going to let this show go by without me sharing this news. Brian, I'm going to read this to you. And listen, y'all just want to talk about Louisville basketball and Louisville football and stuff like that. The next 4 minutes, the 4 to 6 minutes aren't for you.
Okay.
The next 4 minutes are only about Marcus Maben. Okay.
Okay.
But I do want, Brian, I do want you to listen into this. Okay.
I'm here for it.
Brian, my day was going awesome yesterday, right?
Right.
It's going awesome. Really, it legitimately was going awesome. Steve is giving me updates around the conferences after the Kentucky conversation and all that good stuff. It was going awesome, Brian. Then I get a link sent to me, right? It's from SB Nation, I won't say it. The Report. You listening? This link, I clicked on the link, and this is what I read. Detroit Lions interested in re-signing Jalen Reeves-Maben.
Okay.
The Detroit Lions have 18 players who are set to become unrestricted free agents when the new league year starts on Wednesday, March 17th. As of Thursday night, the Lions have not re-signed a single one. But according to NFL insider Josina Anderson, they appear to be working on a deal with at least one of the 18. Per Anderson, the Lions want to re-sign linebacker Jalen Reeves-Maben to a new deal. Reeves-Maben was Detroit's 4th round pick in 2017, but hasn't found much of a role on the defense in his 4 years with the Lions. That being said, he's been a major force on special teams, leading the team in snaps last year with 352. Additionally, as we discussed last month, Reeves-Maben may have a better chance at finding a defensive role under a new coaching regime. While Matt Patricia preferred strong, tall linebackers, the Los Angeles Rams and New Orleans Saints, 2 teams that will heavily influence Detroit's new defensive scheme, value athleticism and coverage abilities. That falls within Reeves-Maben's wheelhouse for the 6'1", 233 pounder.
Nice. So what are your thoughts on that? Detroit, I mean. I know you're happy that he's getting
Go
credit.
Lions!
Yeah. That's all about the Lions, baby.
It's all about I would never waver on the Lions. I'm committed to the Lions for the rest of our lives.
I hear you. They drafted your son. They supported your son. And
Now he hasn't signed back with them just yet, has he?
No.
Okay.
But do you agree though that the new coach could be a good scheme change for him where he could get some playing time?
No, I mean that's the point, and just the fact that this story actually is out. Justin Anderson, is that we can say that's credible, right? You know
what that tells me though? When you got 18 guys, because a lot of times those 18 guys are kind of the depth options for the team, and you kind of see those players rotate in and out of teams, but there's usually like one or two that and especially if a new coach is coming in and he's like, there's 18 of these guys, but I really want that one.
18 unrestricted free agents, and you're working on a deal with.
He's got some plans for him. Maybe a little upgrade and roll.
They said, wait, actually, there's more. Look, there's more. At age 26, Maben could still have the prime of his career ahead of him, and new defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn may see potential left in him. Even if he doesn't reach his potential defensively, Reeves Maben would bring special teams value and linebacker depth for an affordable price. Now he's going to cost a lot more.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what affordable is, but he's not going to be affordable.
It's going to be more than that.
Yeah, it's just going to be right outside of affordable is where I want y'all to meet him at.
That's pretty funny.
Detroit has until Monday to reach a deal before Reeves Maben's agent can start negotiating with other teams. Though Reeves Maben won't be able to officially sign with any other team other than the Lions until March 17th at 4 p.m.
That's not a bad place to be, man.
That's not
so he could still sign after Monday with the Lions, correct?
Yeah.
So it almost benefits him to not reach an agreement before Monday and kind of feel out the market.
Unless they're speaking his language. What did Carly's dad say? He said, yeah, the NBA's talking my language.
Yeah. If the NBA's talking the language I want to hear, then I'm out of here.
Yeah, because either somebody might offer more money or he might be able to leverage the Lions and offer him a higher deal.
Yeah, but do you want to mess around with that?
I mean,
what about that position to be in? That's a nerve-wracking position.
Oh, yeah.
Golly.
It is too, because that the obvious answer is he could benefit from hitting the free agent market, but the other answer is the Lions go a different route and fill the need, and now he doesn't have a spot.
Right. And if they say we really like you and just start you off with, we listen, your versatility right here is what we what we like no matter what.
Right.
We can put you in
sure
every area, special teams, and maybe hopefully in defense if you're better than what Patricia thought you were. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't his ideal type. That might be a comfortable situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I'm glad he's getting looks, man. Yeah. I'm glad he's getting looks, dude. That's important. That's big.
That was great to read.
That's good news, man.
Golly.
Yeah, that's the best news of the day.
What is he? How did he make it to the NFL?
How's he in the NFL, man?
Right.
Second contract now.
Right.
That's something else, man.
He survived. What's the average lifespan?
Oh, it can't be over 4 years.
It's like 2 point. Bro,
Yeah.
what's the average NFL career? It's got to be like 2.1 or something.
Oh yeah,
right?
it's something very.
Can you check it out real quick? Can you look real quick?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably really low.
He got 3 and what's it called? The 3 and the option.
Yeah.
Just on special teams.
And he's going to get picked up somewhere, it looks like. I mean, no matter what. So it's like at least he's going to have another year or two, Maybe
you were spot on. The average NFL player's career lasts 2.5 seasons.
He's going into year 5. That'll work.
Just sign for anything.
Yeah. Just take anything they offer you. $250 and a jawbreaker.
Deal.
Yeah. They actually break it down by position. They say the average quarterback lasts 3 years.
Oh yeah, because
the average wide receivers 2. But yeah, and I know the running back is probably the lowest.
What's the average special teams player?
Let me see. Hold on.
Is the rotational third down linebacker, the coverage linebacker.
It doesn't go in that depth. Sorry.
We did say linebacker or defense.
I can't even find past quarterback and stuff. They just used a couple examples.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean, you always know quarterbacks, they can sit in the locker room, especially like backup quarterbacks. They do 20 years in the league.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, Steve.
Here's something though. The average first round draft pick career lasts 9.5 seasons.
Okay.
If you're a first round pick.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Okay, Steve. Back to our team.
Okay.
Yesterday, you were relieved about Kentucky more. Right?
Sure.
You were relieved.
That's a good way to put it.
I think everybody was relieved.
Yeah.
Because you just know in the crazy season, crazy things can happen.
Absolutely.
Now you get the chance to take a deep breath, go back and refocus on your team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who gives you the most anxiety right now on this team?
The most anxiety.
And I want you in this one, remember, Brian. And the phone lines are open, people. 8150-939, 8150939, and 3831-939. The YouTube channel is open. The reason I say this is I thought about it last night, and you know, when you hear names thrown around, you're just kind of like, man, I really need that guy. I really need that guy. So who is the I need you?
I mean, for me,
right
it's Jalen Withers, man. Like, it's like I trust Carleek is going to do. David might be close because David's been just not playing well. But I'm going to say
we can't win without David.
I know. But Withers just, my gosh, man. I mean, it's like that's the one spot that I'm like, man, if you just played really solid ball, like, you know, like, man, we could make some noise, you know, but it's like, I just can't have you getting bullied over, you know? I mean, it's,
you know what the problem is, Steve? The film is out.
Yeah.
The film is out.
Yeah.
So when we talk about confidence, like people have irrational confidence before they even play you. They think they have weight room muscles. I don't mean that. Weight room psychology muscles.
Yeah.
You really only been lifting 2 weeks, but you feel like you looked at this tape, you've watched Jalen Withers get pushed around. So if you don't push Jalen around like these other dudes did, we're gonna lose. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that part scares me about Jalen Withers being the film.
Yeah.
But how funny is it that I get a David, I get a Sam, I may be going David.
Uh-huh.
Last night I was Jalen.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Okay.
But these are so player specific, right? And it's like, of course, you're mad at the coach, about whatever you're mad at, because he's the leader of your team. But the fact that we have worries about consistency with all the individual players, and it feels like that's had nothing to do with coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like the toughness of Jalen. Like,
I'm going to go with another inconsistent player because I was going to go with Jalen Withers too, just because we need that big man presence. But I'm going to go with another guy who could bring a big man presence as well as a perimeter, and that's Samuel Williamson. When he has put up double-doubles in a couple games, we have played very well. When he has been inconsistently bad, we have not played well. He did not look good in the Duke game at times. Like towards the end of the game, he threw up a lot of jumpers that didn't happen, for us. But he's a guy that I think when he's playing well, the team plays better. So I think him becoming more consistent is a big thing.
Okay, his lack of consistency. What can Coach Mack do to help him?
Wow.
You can go ahead and grab that. What say you, Steve?
As far as
get him more offense.
Like, are you referring to
Sam?
Oh, Sam.
Yeah,
okay,
Sam,
okay, okay. Because he said Jalen and then Sam. So yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know that you can. I mean, he got open looks. Like, I mean, if he knocks a caller yesterday said, if he knocks that three down in the corner, I mean, that changes that game. Probably. I mean,
do you think he feels like he's getting the looks he should be getting?
I would hope so. I mean, because like you have a green. I mean, you can tell he's got a green light with the ball in his hand. That if he wants to take it to the bucket, he can.
I mean, when you have Matthew Hurt on you at the elbow,
yeah.
I mean, you can left, right, you can pull up, and you can do anything.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like that. That's your choice, you know. So I go back to I think David and Jalen are the two. But I mean, the point is, I mean, it is pretty player specific. But I think that's what typically happens with younger teams.
That's a good point too. Let me get over here. Doc, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
So going through things, Sam tries to be a home run hitter when he's a double and triple hitter. You know, he's settling for threes when he's not making threes. And the few times that he tries to get into his mid-range, he loses a ball. David has shown himself to be totally a right-handed player. Everything he does is going right. And as you can remember from back in Coach Crum's day, you know where your teammates are going to be. You're supposed to look to see where the defender is to know where you can pass. David doesn't pay attention to where the defenders are. He just throws the ball where he thinks his teammates are going to be. And Jalen is just Mr. Softy.
I mean,
Doc, I appreciate the call.
Yeah.
He doesn't get stopped going right.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I mean, for me, Sam, I mean, I almost just wish he was more aggressive. Like I wish he would take more.
I wish, like David.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you can finish when you get going.
Yeah.
Do you have a problem with David Johnson going right all the time?
No. I mean, that's what he's good at. I mean,
and if you overplay him, he will go hard left.
No, absolutely.
Load up and punch that basketball.
Yeah. No, 100%. So I don't think I have a problem with that.
Jesse, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
What's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
I just got a question. Like every day I wake up, come to work, and I hear Diener crying about Mac. Did Mac come into the studio, do a David pageant to Archie Miller, and like leave the microphone up too high or something, and he couldn't reach it, and he got mad about it? Because every day he bashes Mac, and
Wait. Does he bash Mac, or does he open up the conversation about how the public feels about Mac?
I think he opens up his feelings about Mac is what I'm getting at. That's all I feel like he does is talk about Mac. I'm thinking in 3 years that Mac's been here, he's only had one shot at the tournament. That's it. So I'm just convinced Mac had an in-office interview and left the microphone up too high.
Listen, I do appreciate the call.
Don't be mean.
Don't be mean. I was going to say
we don't like to do that, but I think Drew opens the conversation. And listen, I can tell you, Drew wants Louisville to advance. I mean, I get
mad at him too. So don't
I get mad. And
I get mad when he opens up the conversation about people hating Mac. I get mad. But I mean, it's still local conversation.
Yeah, it is, and just to kind of address that, because I know a few people have been talking about that. But it's like Drew wants Louisville to move on. He's not dang near rooting for them to not make the tournament. You know, no, he's wanting them to get in the tournament. He wants them to win, and Drew will be the first one. There won't be a narrative. There won't be they won, but Drew will be the first one to say, okay, Mac got it together.
You make a Sweet 16. Drew will come in here and say,
so
bet y'all love him now.
Right. I think he's good at what he does. He knows what the conversation around town is.
Nick, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
All right, first of all, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the Cardinals no matter what. Let's go Cards.
No doubt.
But second of all, y'all were talking about a way to keep Sam consistent, and I think we already proved that it's a way to bring him off the bench. I think you put Sam back on the bench, and a way to open up the floor a little bit, maybe get a shooter or so-called shooter in there, is you put Josh in, so you got a three-guard lineup with Dre Davis and Withers down low. You open the floor up a little bit, create driving lanes, and now you got another shooter, because, we can all agree Sam's not really good with the ball, and he doesn't want to take that outside shot. Inside, but outside, we need shooters right now. We need to spread the floor out. That's all I got, though. Appreciate you, fellas.
Appreciate the call.
I don't totally disagree with it, because
I know
we started slow early when Sam started. We're starting slow again now that Sam's starting. And it's like, okay, I mean, like, and Sam's playing well.
Right.
It's just, we just start games. So, in the last game, I can't blame Sam for Jalen Withers not catching an alley-oop. I mean, because that changes the tone of the game, man. I mean, go see Jay Huff.
I can't believe he was falling down after he fumbled the ball.
So Texter says, do you think we could have played Wisnitzer more if we'd have played some 2-3 this season?
We could play man with Wisnitzer.
I tend
the
to
way
agree.
he talks.
Yeah, I
Coach
agree.
said we might have to play him because he's a voice on the court.
But for whatever reason, he's just not. So at this point, it's like, okay, I got to trust what you're doing. We just need our shooting to show up. That opens everything up offensively. I agree with that.
Yeah, I want to fall in love with shooting though. That I think I do agree with people say we don't get easy baskets.
Mm-hmm.
So, but here's the thing: if we push the ball like we did against Duke, that was our first time doing it, publicly. So maybe that's been a thing in practice. Get the ball to the floor, see if we can get some our defense mixed with some easy baskets. You're 15 points better immediately.
Yeah.
With our defense and 10 points of easy baskets off turnovers or pushing the ball up the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't really know what the answer is per se, but
on who you worry about the most.
Yeah, because when you break it down, but what I do know is, you guys got a week, man. What's the first games? Friday, Saturday? So it's like you got a week.
Thursday, Friday.
Are you excited, Steve? Or are you sick to your stomach?
They moved them back. Right. Yeah, they moved them back.
Are you like more worried or excited?
I'm excited. But the excitement only comes from just my past, the past 4 years or so, where it's like, I really don't get to do the tournament thing very often. When I do, it don't last very long. We got till Friday or Saturday. Hopefully you don't play Thursday in the first four. Hopefully you play on Friday or Saturday, and you got time to get ready.
Before we hit the last commercial break, Bierno's lunch dropped to ESPN Louisville. Thanks to George and the Bierno's team for dropping off lunch to the ESPN Louisville studios. Thinking lunch or dinner, Bierno's has you covered tonight and this weekend. March is here. Watch the games and order Bierno's. All Bierno's now delivering alcohol. Carry out and delivery to your home. Support local. Also, listen to Selection Sunday coverage on ESPN Louisville, presented by Bierno's Academy Sports and Outdoors and UPS Jobs. Yeah, it's that good. Bierno's Pizza. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The Ville.
It's Kentucky Fish and Wildlife's presentation of Championship Week as the madness is finally here. And again this year, ESPN Louisville will feature the biggest conference championship matchups, including live play-by-play of the ACC, SEC, Big 12, Big 10, Pac-12, Big East, and much more. Our next broadcast is tonight as we'll join Big East quarterfinal action at 7 o'clock on ESPN 680 and 105.7. And immediately after Louisville baseball, you'll hear the ACC semifinals around 9 p.m. on 93.9 The Ville. Championship Week on ESPN Louisville is also presented by Kroger, fresh for everyone, and Greenbrier Tennessee Whiskey.
Listen up. Wing Zone is your March headquarters. We have 17 amazing flavors to choose from, including our new hot garlic. Wing Zone can deliver your food right to your door just in time for the game. Don't forget to try our new colossal chicken sandwich. It's a massive 8-ounce chicken breast, fried or grilled, and then covered in any flavor that you want. Visit our website for a location near you. Wingzone.com. You got it.
Way back in 1860, Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery founder Charles Nelson introduced the world to the pleasures of Tennessee whiskey. A century and a half later, his great-great-great-grandsons have resurrected the family business and its finest creation, the original Tennessee whiskey. Nelson's Greenbrier Tennessee Whiskey, now available in Kentucky for the first time since Prohibition. Nelson's Greenbrier Tennessee Whiskey. We hope you'll agree it was worth the wait. Please enjoy responsibly.
Conference tournaments are tipping off. Bubble teams are making their final push. Top seeds are preparing for what they hope is a long run. DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is putting new customers in the center of the action. Bet $4 on an underdog, win $256 if they win. It's that simple. That's bet $4 on an underdog in select college basketball games, and if they win, you collect $256. The bank is open. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WLCL when you sign up to turn $4 into $256 if the underdog of your choosing pulls off the upset. That's code WLCL for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
You've shared half your life together.
Built your family and careers together.
She doesn't just complete your sentences, she completes you.
Isn't it time to tell her you'd marry her all over again? I'm Hank Davis.
And I'm Hank's daughter, Ashley, from Davis Jewelers, suggesting maybe it's time for that second diamond, the diamond you've always wanted to give her, but now you can afford.
Here at our famous Davis Jewelers Diamond Bar, you'll find 3 to 4 times the quality certified diamonds you'll find in average stores.
2, 3, 4-carat diamonds in stock every day at the guaranteed best price in Kentuckiana.
And the diamond professionals to help you create not just her ultimate diamond ring, but a true family legacy.
So when you want to say, I love you, on her birthday, your anniversary, or just because it's time.
Give her that second diamond from Louisville's largest fine jeweler.
Where love, it's what we do.
Davis Jewelers, Louisville's largest fine jeweler. Forest Green Boulevard, just off North Hurstbourne Parkway, and at davisjewelers.com.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Make your life better with a new job at UPS. Join Team Louisville as a warehouse worker and be part of an industry-leading organization that believes in promoting from within. Earn $14.50 per hour plus a $300 weekly bonus for some shifts. And you must
You get in as a 12 and have to play a 5 and beat them, you're the 5 now.
Or you should have been from the beginning.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech's 6, right?
Yeah, Clemson, Virginia Tech. Of course, we won't play them.
I know. But that's what I'm saying. They're in that area.
Yeah. Colorado, one of them had us playing Colorado with Arkansas in the second round. You know, I mean, you got a shot to get out of that, right? What? The door, take off walking across the street. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, who did?
Got that car. That,
Who did? In the white?
No. The truck. I don't think you can see.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
They got a Kroger here or something.
Louisville baseball and ESPN Louisville and the Big Ten. Ellison Battenhouse's coverage of Louisville baseball on ESPN Louisville begins Friday. Louisville versus Boston College, 5:50 on 93.9. Saturday, Louisville versus Boston College, 12:50 on 93.9 The Ville. And Sunday, Louisville versus Boston College, 12:50, also on 93.9 The Ville. If it's Louisville baseball, it plays here on ESPN Louisville. 1 second, Big Pat.
Yeah, a couple things real quick. First, I want to remind you to visit the Kroger app to get all the fresh you want with delivery or free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Plus, you'll find out more ways to save on the fresh you love with personalized coupons, weekly sales, rewards like fuel points, and more. Restrictions apply. Kroger's fresh for everyone. Kroger is fresh for everyone. Kroger, fresh for everyone. I wasn't saying Kroger's.
Right.
One more thing, too. Many have been left looking for employment in a job market that has been negatively affected by the pandemic. However, one company in Louisville has increased its need for essential workers as shipping volume continues to soar. That company is UPS. They have a starting pay of $14.50 per hour. Employees on select shifts will receive an additional $300 weekly attendance bonus. Learn how you can graduate debt-free. Visit upsjobsky.com for more information or upsjobs.com/Louisville to apply today.
Big Pat, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away. Pat, listen, we've said pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Although I will say, again, everybody knows hot button position. Like Malik gets a chance to face a center. Jalen gets a chance to face a center. You know, both guys get to face up, you know, either a center or a forward. So when you say out of position, I think both guys in the big man position on offense kind of do the same things. I also think that, yes, JJ Traynor and Gabe should be getting in some minutes in the front court.
Yeah,
we need front court energy, and
that was my biggest beef last week or whatever it was. I mean, Virginia it was kind of told to us that they were going to look for minutes at the 5 between JJ and Gabe and those guys, and I'm like, I just don't feel like that was what was done, because even when they come in, you took Jalen out, so it's like, I thought that's what we were going to try. So, but
to get more size out there.
But then the odd thing too is it's like, okay, do I want to try that now? Playing a 6 seed?
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
Is that Brent?
Yep.
Brent, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey guys, I'm on Bluetooth on my truck. All right, I'm going to say a couple things here. Don't hang up on me, but it's going to go in a direction y'all like in a second. I've grown up a diehard UK fan all my life, and I'm a truck driver. I come up through here, and I usually turn it on 93.9. I'm never up this way at this time of the day, and I don't get to hear your all show very often. But I just want, I listen to the other guys, Fans UK, and their fans, and I laugh about it. But Marcus, when you were reading the story about your son, and I heard the pride in your voice and how happy you were, that brought tears to my eyes. And because I'm a dad, and to me, that's what sports is all about. That's what it's all about. It made my heart feel good, hearing you read that story. And, I just wanted to tell you, man, that really touched me. And, I'm a big diehard UK fan, but I was rooting for you guys against Louisville Duke, and you couldn't pull it off. But luckily, they had a COVID test, so they can't play neither. So, but anyway,
right.
I'm going to let you guys go. Good luck next weekend, and see y'all next year.
No, I appreciate that.
Brent, I really do appreciate that call. I really, really do appreciate
Well,
that.
it does remind you, I'm not going to get too sentimental but it does remind you that, like, we don't actually, like, hate people.
Right.
Like,
right.
Like James is a really good dude. Like, yeah, he's a good dad. He's a good family. He's a good husband. Yeah,
he's born around wrong people.
Yeah, like no, you don't like a team. We laugh at the team, but like,
we laugh at the program.
I mean, I may like every once in a while block a UK license plate from getting off the exit, but like, if somebody come in and was like, "Hey, man, I ain't got enough money for my meal. I'm a Kentucky fan."
You were blocking.
Sorry.
Now with that shirt on, look, you weren't blocking. It was the UK program you were blocking from making that exit, not the human.
Yes. Now I will say, what I do get very angry at is the upper structure in the state at times.
Yeah, right.
That I do feel like goes very heavily one way. That's where a lot of my really comes from. It's like
because that stuff is a real tangible effect on inequities.
Sure.
Inequalities.
When Brent calls in and guys like that, UK Vince knows, like, we bust him, but like it's stuff like that. But I mean, who was my man that bought us wings? Ah, man, I haven't heard from him in forever. That's gonna kill me.
I know.
We finally outed him as a Louisville fan.
He went underground on us.
Oh man, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt his feelings. My feelings.
Oh man, Brian,
feelings.
Who's our guy? The other UK fan that we used to give a hard time. We used to say you used to be a Louisville fan, and something changed in you.
I know exactly who you're talking about. It's not UK Vince, but it's
This is terrible. I mean, he come over.
He literally came.
He had lunch
and had like a game, like sat and did a game with us one night or something, and we had wonderful 4-peg style wings, and just like, oh, Steve, UK.
Oh, I don't know. This is gonna kill me. This is gonna kill me.
Does anybody know who we're talking about?
I literally remember
this is
saying,
awful.
like, there was a guy that was
he called all the time.
Texter said,
all the way around.
Texter said, I do appreciate Brent's thoughts on Maven's son, but he did say there was only U of L guys bashing UK and disregarded the fact that there are UK guys on the air bashing Louisville for, well, you know what time. But they, I mean, but he's a Kentucky fan, so that's what he's hearing. So yeah, like, okay, that's brutal.
This is sad,
but yeah. Anyway,
this is our guy, and he was a day one.
He was awesome. His ex-girlfriend, yes, that's him. His ex-girlfriend changed his team.
Yes. What's his name?
No, his name wasn't Duke. That wasn't the guy. That wasn't the guy.
This is a bad one.
This is awful, man.
So, Steve, I mean, you said it during
the show's ruined.
Yeah, I know. Because we feel bad now.
I know.
We literally feel bad.
I feel terrible.
He was,
I loved his calls. I jumped on him because he said Kentucky was going to beat Florida, and I think they ended up beating Florida. But he said somebody was going to be in the high. He said Benny Snell was going to be in the Heisman race, and I was like, "Oh God,
James Jones,
no." This is somebody's got to help us here, man. Oh man, I'm trying to think.
UK caller, UK.
I'm trying to remember yelling at him.
Was it two Vinces though?
No. I'm trying to remember yelling at him when I was like, oh man.
Not George.
Butch. Yes. All right.
It was Butch.
Butch.
It was Butch.
Yeah.
Good job,
Butch,
Steve.
I'm sorry.
Good job,
Steve. And now we're getting some Butch text in here. Yeah, thank y'all, man.
Thank y'all.
Man, I'd love to hear from Butch again. We haven't heard from him in a long
time. I know, man. I haven't heard Butch for a while.
You wonder why Butch can't handle this? He can't handle this show in this year.
Yeah, but Butch went completely underground. He's like,
he had to. Okay, Steve.
Kenny Payne. His name wasn't Kenny Payne.
Okay, listen, we're on the home stretch, Steve.
Oh man,
bail me out. Like I'm nervous about my team.
I know. Well, the next couple of days, I mean, you're going to look at matchups. You're going to watch other teams. You're going to start, you're going to start finding.
Is my team going to get better, or are they who they are? The last time you saw them,
I think they are who they are. Can they shoot better and play better? Yeah, but I don't think you're going to see a lot of difference. I mean, we're at tournament time here. I just don't think you're going to see some kind of different,
Are we going to see? Are we going to see the fast-paced team?
Somebody said Beard.
No, it wasn't Butch Beard. Are we going to see the fast-paced team?
I mean, I think they tried. I'm with you. So, yeah, I do, because I think they were trying against Duke. So, yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. I just think, you're going to want them to be sharper and do what you do. And, I mean, you're probably going to be an 11 playing a 6.
You said every bracket
bracket I've looked at has Louisville as an 11 playing a 6. I looked at about 7 over the past few here.
I can't.
I got nothing.
We our producer chat, we send messages. So Devin Askew is preparing for a second season at Kentucky. His father tells KS.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, what the hell else is he gonna do?
Yes.
What is that a story? What did they think he was going pro?
Hey, I'm just passing the message.
Or transferring.
Right? Just don't kill the messenger.
Oh,
you thought he was going to transfer?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I guess he could technically transfer. Yeah. I was like, okay. Yeah, he got benched. He didn't even play. He scored no points.
Who made that announcement? Him or the team?
His father. It's a quote from his father.
Has Quinn announced he's coming back yet? Slazinski? You know what? I'm going to break it right now. I'm going to break it right now on Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Quinn Slazinski will skip the NBA draft next year and will return to Louisville for a sophomore
We did
season.
have a caller call in during the break that was like, can we mention Quinn a little bit more? He's like, I really think that he's the guy that can space the floor and deserves to be out there a little bit more.
I think it's
he gets
good
a lot
idea.
of credit for a lot of what he does.
I think that's fair criticism. I think that would be fair criticism of us.
Seeing more or talk about Quinn.
Drew said, talk about more because Drew said the other day, and I thought it was a great point. He said, I think Louisville fans want the team to have Quinn Slazinski's attitude. And I was like, that's a dang good point, man. So I would take that criticism from somebody who said, hey, man, y'all didn't even talk about Quinn. Like, yeah, okay, fair enough.
I sold my stock on him, and I feel like I'm holding my breath every time. Like, I'm hoping he proves me wrong, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, oh, I really liked that play when he got that rebound and pushed it up the court. I was really excited to see him dribble that ball up the court.
Yeah.
I was but it was retroactively angry. Like, you mean to tell me you can do that and you haven't been doing that? You haven't been taking that rebound and getting it up the court?
Yeah.
Like, they have no idea how much of a help that is to point guards when a guy gets the ball and dribbles on up the court.
Right.
Get it up there.
Yeah.
I'll come back and get it from you. I promise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Kihei Clark guarding me all day. Like, dude. Steve, you never wanted to take the ball up the court. You were waiting for point guards to come back and get it from you.
Yeah. Just
you really you never
no, yeah.
Or was it a coaching thing?
No, I was perfectly capable of getting the ball to half court.
Mm-hmm. You pick it up right there. You do the hard jump stop. Just Chris Webber it. You look. Do you do that hard jump shot? Yeah.
Time out.
Look, here comes inside. Good job, Steve.
Yeah.
Then you start yelling at the point guards. Go get the ball from Steve.
Yeah. Come on. Y'all left him back there?
Brian, are there any more shout outs we need to get before we get out of here?
No, but we need to go get some pizza.
Well, you better start playing that music then, Brian.
Thank you. All right. Couple days, man. Sunday night.